underway here on EA Sports. Taking it to 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still working for the coordinator.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal with some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocked it on the door. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And Gerald, It's a good catch there for a first down, and he was signed away from the Seattle Seahawks division rivals, the Rams, after 4 years in L.A. backing up Tyler Higbee. He's excited about his opportunity in the Pacific Northwest. Last year, 41 catches.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quiddy Pay in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. This is Carson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. They go play action now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Kaepernick now to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Here's Carson. Carson, the first down and more. And some space here. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. That catch good for only a couple.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Second and 7.
Now a give right side. It's Carson down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now it's Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Kaepernick going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. This is caught by Hilton. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a give to Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a touchdown, what worse to punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it. Because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
Play action. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This to Hines on the drop-off. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
To throw is Kaepernick.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Rolling to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Come on. Like 56.
Now it's Hines. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Let's go, defense.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor on his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So they try to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run with Hines. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
But one of the things you always like about Quandre Diggs is his ability to bring his cornerback build and skills to the safety position. Had a career 5 interceptions to lead the Seahawks in 2020, where he was a first-time Pro Bowler.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Seahawks.
For DK Metcalf, we know all about that sprinter speed that he has. It was definitely on display there as he's able to pick up good yardage after the catch.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. They'll buy some time right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's brought down after a very nice. Game.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one, 31 yards. Back now in Indianapolis. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On 1st down, Carson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself to get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett.
And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Wilson.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, that he opted for the touchback.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see today if they rely more on the ground game here.
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And I think the ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Carson.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here. At home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 2nd down, another run with Taylor.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Sliding out of the pocket.
That's going to be caught by Alley Cox.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Let's go.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now Kaepernick, got to have this one. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough out of throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin, and he works free.
And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great